jam setengah lima, okay. Kiri, 5:30, 4:30, yeah.
Okay, next one, which was the last?
Sekarang jam berapa ya?
Today I've had my first Skype lesson with Zaki. He was very well organised. We were learning about telling the time. The system is quite simple, using past, to, and half, like in English. You have to remember those little words though, and also the numbers. The number system is completely new. It again is simple, but just as when I was learning Basque, you have to lodge the names of all those numbers in your head, and you do feel a bit stupid as you keep forgetting the same thing. I'm on the way to the language school for day 2, a bit different from the chauffeur-driven luxury of yesterday morning. The heat really hits you when you come out of the air-conditioned hotel. I've already taken a wrong turning, but I think now I'm on the right track. Somebody's keeping a cockerel as a pet here. Today I've got a second teacher, Anggun, so I'm looking forward to meeting him or her. I'm not sure which yet. Hi. Hey. So I've got to go out through the back of the school to the annex, which is at the other side of this road, very near. It has this lovely lecture theatre. My lesson's just finished. I've been learning some useful vocabulary for different things. Benda are things. And I've also been learning phrases like saya lupa, which means I've forgotten, and saya tidak tahu, I don't know. Both phrases I'm using quite a lot at the moment. Food from the school today, that can't be bad for lunch. I think this is the only major English language newspaper in Indonesia. And this is a pretty serious looking Indonesian one. So it's mid-afternoon. I've been loitering around the school, really talking to different people rather than rushing off. There was the spaghetti for lunch, which was nice. I've just been talking to the administrator about his Javanese heritage and how he feels towards that language. It sounds like there's a process of language shift taking place here with Javanese, although it's, in theory I've read, the majority language here, on the skids really in many ways, before Bahasa Indonesia. I'm at the post office and that's Kantor Pos. Kantor reflects the Dutch influence on the language, I think. I gather that in Malaysia they use something more like office from the English. I've done a couple of hours study in my room tonight, mainly link word vocabulary and some previewing of the material for tomorrow. Now I'm off in search of something to eat. Funny, when you come out of the hotel room, there's this very spiritual music playing all the time. Can you hear it? Makes me feel like becoming a Buddhist monk. Well, there's a different type of music playing in the hotel lobby tonight. There's that word parkir again. Dilarang presumably means forbidden. One great thing about Yogyakarta is that they've got these pink taxis. How about that? Well, we've got some hujang, some rain going on tonight. So maybe I wasted my money on that suntan cream yesterday after all. I really like the look of this coffee shop, and maybe tomorrow I'll go in. There's a Chinese restaurant here, so should I go Chinese tonight? This is the Circus Cafe, where I met Zaki, my teacher, yesterday. Opposite the Circus Cafe, it's the Panda Laundry, all in English. I don't know quite who the target audience is there. And next door to them, it's the Doodle Burger Factory. Maybe I should go American tonight out of solidarity with my American friends, given that it's the presidential elections today. There's the guy with the whistle. These guys with whistles bossing the cars around all over the place, although I think the cars and particularly the scooters do actually need it. Well, I can work out some of this already. This is kedai orange. Orange is orange. Nasi is rice. Goreng I think is fried, and ayam is chicken. Bubur manado, I do not know yet what that means. Here there's a homestay. There's sort of longer term guest houses, if you like, I think really. Several of the students at the school are staying in those, and it was one of the offerings on the website actually that I might have looked at had I been coming for a longer period. There's that dilarang parkir again. Di depan pintu. Di is here, pintu is door. I'm not sure what depan means. There's another English laundry here. Now I've been past quite a few establishments, and they all seem to be empty, which is odd. Maybe they're more lunchtime places, so that sort of argues in favour of the Italian again. I know that's a bit of a cop-out, but don't tell anybody. Decided to be adventurous tonight and to try a local drink. This is Spritter. I think it's traditional here. I think the green bottle evokes the primeval rainforests of Indonesia. I'm on the Sprite tonight partly because in my Easy Indonesian book, which has a section on hygiene, it's just about managed to put me off the food here. It says avoid ice altogether. It's the main source of stomach ailments among Indonesians and foreigners alike. Last night I had a large smoothie here, full of ice. I'm terrified now I'm going to go downhill for the rest of the project. No, I'm not reusing footage, but yes, this is the same food as I had last night. There's only so much change a guy can take at once, but just cut us some slack, will you? I'll be trying Indonesian food again later on in the week. This is the Loving Hut. Now that could be misinterpreted, but it's actually a vegan restaurant. You want a place like this to succeed, but actually it's completely deserted, so I think the Yogyakartans must like their meat red in tooth and claw. I just made a beginner's mistake in the rain here, and I got sprayed by a car going through a puddle. So I never thought the lessons I learned from life in Moscow were going to come in here quite so quickly, though I hope my trousers might dry rather quickly.